include driveways, roads, stackyards, and landscaping. A pothole's worst nightmare. Call Callahan Gravel at 346-2208 to get rocked.
Get the good stuff.
I'm Robbie Johnson. I'm 26 years old.
I'm Valerie Johnson, and I'm 24 years old.
And we are Napa customers. This is my 89 Ford Bronco.
This is my 68 Ford Mustang. She's my baby, and I don't let him drive it.
Nope, she doesn't. At Napa, we buy fluids, brakes, batteries,
oil filters, wipers. I buy it all at Napa.
Let's show them the motorcycles. I don't think people are aware of the basics Napa for motorcycles. Spark plugs, fluids, batteries.
Napa's the one.
My name's Ron Robertson. I've been a Napa customer for about 40 years. Most of the things that I do are oil and air filter changes. Your engine's going to last a lot longer if you do the maintenance on it. This is my wife's 90 Cougar. This is our 98 Honda, 144,000 miles on it. This is our yard tractor. We've had it about 10, 12 years. I've always had good success with Napa products. They always have the parts that I need. Napa's the one. They got the good stuff.
Napa, get the good stuff.
Hard work, determination, team spirit. These are all qualities that put a winning team on the field. And the folks at Saddle Mountain Supply know something about a winning team. For over 30 years, Saddle Mountain Supply has worked at the highest level of service to the local community. They are determined to offer the best quality products at competitive prices. And they boast one of the top teams in the ag industry, ready to offer a helping hand or timely assistance. From bookwork to fieldwork, from accurate applications to reliable recommendations, Saddle Mountain Supply is committed to using the latest in technology and training to attend all your agronomic needs. Check out our website at www.performanceag.com for the latest in industry trends and market prices. Saddle Mountain Supply at performanceag.com. Quality you can count on, performance you can plan on.
Okay, we are in Warden. Hopefully we're coming through clear. Finally got our equipment set up a little bit here, and the Royal Knights have already been, starting lineups have already been announced. And they are now announcing the starting lineups for Warden Cougars. Warden Cougars at midfield, and they are pretty pumped.
Yes, they are.
And we just have a minute or two on the clock here. And I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're going to do a bit of a moment of silence for Mr. Bisnet, who passed away. I don't know if they'll do that before or after the anthem.
And your line judge, Corey Aldridge.
So let's listen in a little bit here and see what they do next. I think we're going to get the national anthem.
Flag in the south end zone as the Warden High School pep band, under the direction of Mr. Josh Solinar, plays our national anthem.
Okay. National anthem out of the way. And we're going to get the captains to midfield here shortly.
See if we can't manage to do 2 weeks in a row where we actually pay attention to what's going on in the coin toss.
Yeah, that's that'll be an accomplishment. So let's talk a little bit about the Warden Cougars that the Knights will face tonight. They have a record of 1-1, and both their win and their loss were by big margins. Week 1, they hosted Okanagan, and I think they lost 49-6, and that 6 was late in the game. And they just weren't able to stop the balanced attack from, and Okanagan's defense was continually in the backfield. In that game, I think it was before halftime, Warden's normal starting quarterback, Arredondo, went out with a shoulder injury, and they had to have a backup come in. So that was one of the things that you and I, Clancy, when we first got here, were looking to see, and he is not in pads. He's not in pads. He's just got a hoodie on and his jersey. So Warden did go to Mabton on Monday, so they played a Monday game just like Royal, so both teams have a short turnaround. They went to Mabton, and they won that game by a bunch, 63-6. Now Mabton had lost big to Granger the week before, so I wondered, how if they had any talent or not. So, it's hard to say how much Warden kind of figured it out week 2, and versus the opponent that they played. So that will remain to be seen, but we will be getting a backup quarterback. I believe it'll be number 5, Edgar Hernandez, but we'll wait and see. The captains are out at midfield right now. Captains for the Knights, Isaac Ellis, Rams Gonzalez, Rainer Byerly.
Warden won the toss.
And Corbin Christensen. Okay.
They don't even need the field mic, but I could hear the ref call that from our mics. It's really good acoustics here in Warden. It's only amphitheater. And if you didn't hear that, Warden's going to take the ball.
So a little unorthodox. Normally Royal, if they win the toss, they choose to defer. They'd rather have the ball to start the half. I think Warden, hopefully, is hoping to get the offense going early and put some points on the board and maybe put a little pressure on Royal.
Well, it's like we talked about. Warden always has athletes. They're an athletic town. They do well in wrestling.
Right.
And you watch the games, the football games, and you see athletes.
Right.
If they have the ball, maybe one of their athletes makes a play, catches us unaware.
And send off for state-bound teams.
Knights, on the other hand, the Knights, on the other hand, are coming off big wins to bigger schools, 2A opponents, Ellensburg and Othello. Knights combined outscored those teams by a score of 77-0. Again, the Othello Huskies was just Monday, and they were a big physical team, it was kind of a push in the first, and then the Knights got going and scored 22 points in the second quarter. We're going to have a moment's silence. We'll explain that afterwards.
Thank you.
Longtime public address announcer, the voice of the Cougars, Mr. Passed away this week, and so that was a moment of silence in his honor. So a big part of the community here, and
big part of the program.
Yeah, big part of the program. I know the name because of, not just because of him, but he's had boys come through the program, and and so common name here in Warden. Well, what do you think?
Getting ready for the kickoff. Well, I think it'll be, probably what we expect. But, like I say, Warden does have athletes, so there's always a chance that they're going to make a play. I wonder if we're coming through loud and clear out there to you. We're still...
I got a feeling we're buffering a little bit, but I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
We do have a good cell signal, so I'm not quite sure what else to do, but we'll just keep broadcasting. Hopefully you can listen and follow along. Kickoff goes from the Knights down to about the 25-yard line, picked up by number 44.
Holden Haworth
for the Cougars. Tackle by number 16, Tyler Allred. brings him down at about the, boy, this is hard, the field here.
25?
But no, that's the 30,
35?
31.
Okay.
31.
Yeah.
I think it's a 31.
Yep. So decent field position to start here for Warden.
They're going to have a shotgun and 3 receivers to the right. Quarterback's going to look to the left. He's going to roll out that way, and he's going to get initially drugged down by number 34, Alonzo Hernandez. Should be a tackle for a loss there of about 3 yards.
There's good pressure all around, but Royal had good pressure off the left side, the right side of the offense that forced him to kind of roll to his left and ran right into Hernandez.
So it's going to be a loss of about 4. It's ball back to the 27-yard line, it looks to be. And it is Hernandez at quarterback, number 5. He's just a sophomore. He's going to have a running back to his right, 3 receivers out wide to his right. He's looking to throw to just a short flat to the right, and threw behind him, and nobody was in the area to make the catch. Luckily for the Cougars, neither were the Knights.
Well, it was right towards Corbin Christensen, but about 5 yards short of getting to him.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and long. And the Warden Cougars are an offense that's pretty balanced. They like to throw the ball around a lot. They'll run it as well and try to keep teams honest. The question is whether or not they have the athletes to deal with 3rd down and long situations. Hernandez in shotgun, and he's going to hand off to the running back going across his face to the left, and he's going to get brought down in a hurry. 54 Rams Gonzalez, one of the first Knights there. It looks like that running back is number 20.
Yeah, that's right.
20, Rodrigo Ozuna. He's one of the captains.
He had nowhere
loss
to go.
Of 2 on that. We're going to give the credit to Rams Gonzalez on the tackle. And we're going to have a 4th down and about 17 here. Ball's on the 24-yard line of the Cougars. They'll be punting. Corbin Christensen is going to be back on about his own 45-yard line. Corbin had a good punt return against Ellensburg, but for the most part, he hasn't had a chance to have a kind of, other than that one, kind of a clean opportunity. We'll see.
Yeah, Othello kept the ball away from him on the punts, kind of like what Warden did here.
Looks like the same idea, but Corbin's going to get a chance to pick it up anyways. He's going to pick it up on about the 43, and he's going to be pinned up against the sideline, the Knight sideline. He's going to get from the 43 cross midfield
51.
Down to about the 49.
Yeah, 51.
You didn't just say the 51-yard line, I don't think.
Did, yeah. 49.
The field at the Warden Field 47.
So the Knights will have their first possession from the 47-yard of the Warden Cougars with 10 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Sawyer Jenks is going to go under center with Alonzo Hernandez, the single back behind him. Going to fake the pitch to Hernandez, a great fake. Nobody really knows where the ball is. He's going to throw the ball downfield. He's got a wide open number 5.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Angel Farias.
Yeah.
And Angel was 5 yards beyond the defense, and so if that ball would have been a little bit more in stride, he would have probably had the touchdown. As it is,
yeah, nobody was catching him.
He's going to move from the 47 all the way down inside the 20 to about the 17.
Yeah, Jinx's throw might have been just a little bit rushed. He was getting pressure as he rolled out to his left.
Yeah, he rolled out and finally won. The defensive end on that side was able to put a little pressure on him. This time he's going to be in shotgun. He's going to have a running back coming across from right to left to right. He's going to hand it off. That's number 35, Cirillo, and he's going to get probably first down yardage a little bit more as he gets to the edge. As he turns up, one of the Cougars comes across and tackles him. But he is going to go from the 17 down inside the 10. We'll see where they spot the ball. They're going to spot it down to the 2-yard line.
Looks like
that's a 15-yard carry.
It was a nice run play.
For number 35, J.C. Cirillo.
Has he had a carry yet this year?
No, I don't believe so. If he has it, I think you're right. Going to be a handoff to number 34, Alonzo Hernandez, just from 2 yards out, over left tackle, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone without much resistance. The Knights are going to go on the board with their first touchdown, of the night, number 34, Alonzo Hernandez, from 2 yards out with 8 minutes and 58 seconds left.
Well, the time of possession is pretty equal to start out with. What is this?
That's what it is.
Offline, stream resumed.
It's just buffering and breaking up.
Video output is low. Are you even trying to do video?
No.
Huh. You want to go back?
Let's just go here.
Okay.
Well, in the meantime, we missed a handoff to Alonzo Hernandez.
And we got nothing to show for it. The stream is still the same.
He picked up 2 yards on that play.
Well, yeah, sorry. The play we got a little bit for it, but as far as I was trying to recoup the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting the same issues. Jinx and shotgun. He's going to have Myrick to his left. He's going to hand off to Myrick, and Myrick's going to fight his way. Looked like he was maybe going to bust through that last tackle. Not able to do that. He's going to be brought down, but he's going to be, we'll see where they spot him at. He's brought down by number 52, Martin Dominguez, who's one of the captains, 5'10", 220-pound senior.
It was a really tough run by Myrick there. I mean, he was running through people and carrying people. It looked like he was going to break that last leg tackle in. And
he does get near first down. He gets from the 13 down to the 6. So he does pick up 7 yards there. Bring up down and about 1.
Oh, man. Brought in some beef at fullback for this play. And they're going to give it to Myrick again.
I would say so. Myrick's getting to the end zone from 6 yards out. Who was that? Could you tell who that was?
Logan.
Was it Logan Gomez, number 75?
It was reminiscent of the old days when they had the refrigerator in, you know?
Yeah.
I thought, well, maybe they're even going to give him the ball.
Well, Logan is, they don't put his weight on here, but he's 270,
he's
something
good
like that.
He's a good sized boy.
Yeah. So.
And the kick is up. And it's good.
So with 10 minutes and 32 seconds left in the half, the Knights have jumped out to a 21-0 lead. You're listening to RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
And we're back.
And we're back. Well, we're back. I'm not sure people are hearing us very well.
Well, we're talking to ourselves anyway. So
that's usually the way it works for me anyway. So yeah, we're showing a poor stream health and it's buffering, and I don't know what to do. The connection on the card looks good.
Technology.
So I don't know. Anybody has any suggestions, feel free to text me.
We could go back to Telegraph. We'll just telegraph you update.
Kickoff's going to be taken on about the 15-yard line by number 44 again, and he is rocked at about, guess what? About the 30-yard line. It was up the middle of a cluster. I couldn't see who put that hit on. But number 44, Hayworth, again, on the return. He's going to have a lot of return yardage by the time this game's over.
He's got good yardage. But so now it's actually a different part of the field. We could probably use that same 5 foot. So we'd have to use the mirror image now.
Yeah, exactly. Going the opposite direction.
That's right.
From our right to left, Cougars will have the ball first down and 10 from their own 30-yard line with 10 minutes and 24 seconds left in the half. Hernandez under 2 running backs in the backfield, and he's going to hand off to that first man, and he may pick up a yard or two before he's taken down. That's Garcia, the fullback.
They've gone back to that same formation that yielded them some success the last time they had the ball.
Looks like 34, Alonzo Hernandez, is the one getting up off the bottom of that pile. He's going to get maybe a yard at the most.
Yeah, that's pretty generous, but it looks like that's what they gave him. That Kevin Garcia, he's a good-sized running back.
Yeah, they list him at 220 pounds. He's going to be in the backfield again. Hernandez under center. Same formation as before. They're going to fake the handoff. And
oh, man.
As they were going to give to the second guy, the ball is loose. It's on the ground after the sack and picked up. Ellis runs it in. Who was the Knight that made the stop? That's the question.
Number 43.
Number 43, Jack D.
Yeah.
So that was a play where they faked to the fullback, and he rolled out. The quarterback rolled out to his right, and Jack Diaz, backup
right
in the game, gets back there in a hurry at about 8 yards deep and takes him down. As he does, the ball comes loose, and Isaac Ellis, ever the opportunist, picks it up and runs it in from about 20 yards out for the touchdown.
It's a linebacker's dream right
there.
there.
So a defensive touchdown for the Knights.
Somebody else knocks the ball away, you just have to pick it up and run it in for a few yards. And get yourself a touchdown on defense. Kicks up. And it is good.
So that didn't take long, less than a minute. 9 minutes and 32 seconds left in the half, and the Knights have a commanding 28-0 lead. You're listening to RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Well, if you can hear us, Jack Diaz is a little up as he should be after that play.
He's going to go back out here on the kickoff team.
He's ready for the kickoff. You can tell as he ran over there.
He is a kickoff team specialist. He's a missile out there. He's responsible for a lot of these big hits that we're seeing on the kickoff team. But he followed with a sack, getting some playing time with the first team defense here early in the game.
Adds a little bounce to your step when you get a big play like that. It was pretty nice.
Quintero set to kick this time. He's going to kick it, keep it to the right this time. He's going to be a different return man. And he's going to come from left, try to go up the middle, and he's not going to get to the 30-yard line. That's number 29, Tito Rodriguez, 5'8", 160-pound senior captain.
You need to say it like that, though.
I know. There was some flair. There was some rolling of the tongue there. That'd be cultural appropriation if I tried to say it like that, Prof.
Though. They need to give him the ball more. I just want to hear more of that.
You want to hear the roll of the tongue. First down and 10 for the Cougars from their own 21-yard line. They had one drive where they were able to move the ball across the 50 into the Knights' territory, and then a couple of drives now that they really haven't been able to move the ball. They're going to hand off to the fullback up the middle. He's line of scrimmage, but not much beyond that. Maybe going to get a yard or two. We'll see where they spot that.
Trying not to speak too soon, but they're using that same formation that they had success with in the last couple of times. They have not had the same success. So I'm guessing that the defense had a little powwow after that drive where they gained some yardage, and they've made it to that.
Didn't want to give that up again. Yeah. Yeah.
Because those are the same plays that they had success with, and they're just not going anywhere now. Looks like Warden is going to
call a timeout, maybe. No, the Knights are the ones that call it timeout. So as they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too. You're listening to RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
It takes more than just the ability to make good furniture to become the #1 selling brand of home furniture in North America. It takes quality, style, selection, and service. These are the 4 cornerstones you'll find in Ashley Furniture and available at Easy Home Furnishings. Offering financing OAC, rent to own with no credit checks and no credit hassles. It's so easy to shop at Easy Home Furnishings, 900 East Broadway in Moses Lake.
Easy Home Furnishings, making it easy for you.
My name is Chris Culbertson. I own Colby's Greenhouse. We grow 3 to 4 million plants a year. We put 1 million miles a year on our rigs. We service a dozen farm vehicles. I've been a good Napa customer. This is the first business truck I bought, so it's had a lot of Napa parts. One thing I like about my local Napa store, I just call them up and say, hey, they know who I am. I would recommend that anyone shop at Napa. Great prices, great availability, excellent warranty. Napa's the one for us.
Napa, get the good stuff.
All right. And we're back.
We are back. Hernandez under center. He's going to hand off to the second man through, who's going to pick up a couple yards here. He handed off. So the fullback went to the left side, and the tailback went to the right side. Tailback to the right side.
Ozuna got the handoff there.
He's going to pick up about 3 yards, bring up 3rd down and about 6. Ball's going to be right at the 25-yard line.
It's like a little meat grinder offense. You have a lot of really small steps for the quarterback to fake to one and hand to the other.
Yeah, he's going to be under center again. He's going to have motion coming from right to left. He is going to hand that off to that fly sweep action.
And I think that's Tito Rodriguez.
I think he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage at best. He was hit behind the line of scrimmage and was able to spin forward and get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down and 6. Yeah, you know, that's an offense you typically see when you have a team of kind of everybody's the same size, necessarily big offensive linemen, and you kind of got to do what you can to keep the defense. You know, you keep some tight handoffs and that sort of thing.
Little difficult. He's about the same size, telling who has the ball right away.
Yeah.
But it looks like Royal has made the adjustment to, hey, doesn't matter who has the ball, you
tackle them all. Tackle them all.
Yeah, everybody has an assignment, you take it out.
Corbin Christensen back to receive the punt. He's going to be on his own 45-yard line. It's going to be a short punt that about midfield, and is going to be down right at midfield, maybe at the 49-yard line for the Knights.
Not the 50 for those of you who are listening.
Not the 51. Maybe they're going to put it at the 48. So the Knights will have to navigate 52 yards for their next touchdown.
Yep.
6 minutes and 58 seconds left in the half. The Knights up 28-0.
It's really kind of odd. So quiet. I almost feel like the people can hear us talking without the mics. But it's a beautiful night for football. It actually feels like fall for the first time. A little bit of nip in the air.
Jinx is going to fake the handoff on the fly sweep motion and look to his right.
Oh, and Isaac Ellis.
He's got Isaac Ellis wide open downfield. And that's going to be a touchdown as he outpaces Number two, Bryce Martinez to the ball. When he catches it, he's 5 yards behind him, right along the numbers. So just a beautiful wheel route there for Isaac Ellis. That's his second touchdown catch of the season. I believe he had one last week, play across the middle. This time it's a 52-yard.
Oh, and he was wide open. Second touchdown of the game for Isaac. He got one on defense and offense.
Yeah, that's right. They need to let him return one, maybe.
Yeah. I was just thinking, what's the equivalent of the cycle? Oh, and that extra point is blocked.
Blocked point. So it's the first time the Knights haven't been successful with the ball. With 6 minutes and 47 seconds, the Knights have a 34-0 lead. You're listening to RoyalKnightsFootball.com.
Didn't see who got the hand on it there. It almost looked like it was number 54 from Warden, but I'm not 100% sure.
54, Elijah Gonzalez?
Yeah, but somebody right through the left side of Royal's kick team and mitts on that one. Enough to keep it from going over.
CJ Quintero set to kick off. Ball marked on the right hash. He's going to kick